Hi everyone, welcome back to my greenhouse, welcome back to my channel. My name is Joe. Well, it's a fantastic sunny autumn day, early November here, and I thought it would be a great opportunity to put together a video today for you that focuses on euphorbia. So let's put the cacti aside for a moment and let's take a look at euphorbia, and specifically at the flowers, or the blooms actually, of euphorbia. I'm currently busy getting my greenhouse ready for the winter. There's always things to do, and specifically at the moment, it's putting up the insulation, the bubble wrap insulation that I have to put up for the greenhouse to insulate it from the freezing cold temperatures and to save on energy, keeping the warm temperatures inside the greenhouse and the cold temperatures out, of course. Now, despite all the chores and all the work that's always there to be done, I thought it'd be a great opportunity to put together a video for yourselves again, and this time actually focusing on a question that I'm quite frequently asked, and that is, do euphorbia actually also flower? Do they bloom? And the answer, of course, is yes, of course they do. Once they're mature enough to bloom, and that can be, from 2 or 3 years with some species to many, many years with others. So a bit like with the cacti, it really depends on the species whether a plant will be ready to flower or not. Perhaps people have seen my recent video that focused on, it was a tour basically of my greenhouse and my cactus and other succulent plant collection. And I featured in part 2 of that video tour quite a lot of my euphorbia plants. And I think, it was obvious from the comments that there's a lot of you out there who are very interested in euphorbia. Either you're already growing them, or you're interested in perhaps getting a few and starting to grow them. Now, there's quite a few tips on how to grow them in that video, so I'm not going to actually repeat all of that. I encourage yourselves, if you haven't already seen it, to go and take a look at that video, and maybe there's some quite interesting information for yourselves there. The interesting thing specifically with euphorbia, I find, is the structure of their blooms, the inflorescences. So the flowers of euphorbia actually are somewhat different in their structure to flowers that we're used to, say, from cacti. The flowers of euphorbia are actually tiny, but they are arranged in clusters, and those clusters are called a cyatheum, or many cyathea, and those clusters are actually arranged at the center of what we see as a flower or a bloom of a euphorbia. And usually the largest part of what we're seeing are the sometimes colorful bracts. Those are, they sort of resemble, they look a bit like petals from a, let's say, normal flower like cacti have, but they're not actually petals. They are these, as I said, bracts. They can be colorful, and they are usually the largest part of the flower, and they also not only catch our attention, but they also are there to catch the attention of pollinators, insects, and that is usually the largest part of a flower of a euphorbia. Inside, if you take a very close look into the inside, at the center of those bracts, we'll discover that there are usually both male and female flowers, the actual flowers, which are quite tiny, and they will be located at the center of this overall cyathium and bract surrounded structure. Now, most euphorbia are what botanists call monoecious, so they have both male as well as female flowers located on one plant. A few euphorbia, however, are what botanists call dioecious, so they have either only male or only female flowers on one single plant. So basically, you get male plants or female plants, if you like. And the well-known Euphorbia obesa, for example, is a wonderful example of such a dioecious type of euphorbia. By the way, the fruits of euphorbia are three-lobed structures, and they usually develop into sort of woody, tiny woody capsules. The interesting thing is that they are very often, when they ripen, they sort of explosively eject the seeds from inside those woody capsules, and they eject the seeds, into the surrounding of the mother and father plant. And that mechanism obviously is there to help propagate the plant. By the way, the flowering season of euphorbia usually is the spring and into the early summer, but there's actually, again, depending on species, there's a number of species that will also be showing their blooms in the autumn, and some even during the winter. So actually, it is possible to enjoy euphorbia blooms year-round with a selection of plants that actually, serve all the seasons, if you like. Anyway, enough on the botany, if you like, of the euphorbia blooms and how their flowers are actually quite special and quite different to the flowers of the blooms of cacti. What we're going to do in this video is take a look at some examples of euphorbia in bloom. I hope you're going to enjoy the selection that I've put together for you, and I hope that this convinces you that indeed euphorbia are not just beautiful plants that to grow and to look at, but they also have blooms that are just as beautiful and just as special to actually adore and look at. Anyway, lean back and enjoy. Well, I hope you enjoyed that selection of Euphorbia blooms, and I hope that you too have in your collection of plants wonderful examples of Euphorbia that show their blooms regularly. Anyway, that's it for today. Thank you so much for your time. Thanks so much for dialing into this video. And I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, then it'd be great if you actually clicked a like at the base of the video, if you left a comment. If you've got a question, please go ahead and post it in the comments below. Occasionally, it'll take a few days or even a week or two until I can answer, but I do promise I answer all of the comments and questions that are posted on my channel. And if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, then obviously it'd be a fantastic way of supporting. And so please go ahead and subscribe, click the button, click the bell icon next to the subscribe button, and you'll get automatic notifications as well. That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Stay safe and hope to see you very soon again. Take care until then. Happy growing.